This is the walkthrough for paper 1. So question 1 is 987 add 100. Now because it's 100 you can do this quite easily in your head, but I'm going to show you the long way. So 987 add 100. Now you have to be careful with these, put them in the right place, make sure they're all lined up. That's our starting point. So 7 is in the units column, 8 is in the tens column, and 9 is in the hundreds column. Let me point this out that this here is called the ones column. We used to call it the units column, but now it's called the ones column, so your child might call this the ones column. 7 add 0 is 7. 8 add 0 is 8. Now the third and final column is the hundreds column. 9 add 1 is 10. So watch this, I can't put 10 in one column. So what I need to do is rub this out. 9 add 1 is 10. I have to put the 0 here and carry the 1 over to the next column. Now remember, you have the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and here you have the thousands column. So what I like to do is I like to put these three to the side. I think of that as 1,000. So it's 1,087. Question 2 is 46 add 304. Now there's two ways of doing this. You can put the large number at the top and the small number at the bottom, but I'll continue on like this. 46 add 304. Now be careful, make sure they go into the right places. So that's the units column or the ones column. 0 is in the tens column and 3 is in the hundreds column. Now notice there's a gap here, it doesn't make any difference. Let's start with the units column or the ones column. 6 add 4 is 10. And remember we said we can't put 10 like this in one column. So let's rub this out. 6 add 4 is 10. Put the 0 here and carry the 1 over to the next column. 4 add 0 is 4, and then this 1 you've got to add on as well. So it becomes 5. And you have nothing here. Add the 3 is 3. So your answer is 350. Question 3 is 326 shared by 1. Shared by or divided by. Now how I like to do this is whenever I divide a number by 1, the answer is always this number. So 326 shared by 1. This is how I like to look at this. And the answer is always the number you're dividing. So 326. Let me just give you one more example. 27 shared by 1 is equal to. Now we're sharing by 1 or dividing by 1, so the answer will always be this number. So the answer is 27. Question 4 is 468 minus 9. So we said this is the units column or the ones column. This is the tens column and this is the hundreds column. So remember we call that the ones now. So let's write this out. 468 take away 9. Take away, subtract, or minus. These are all the words you'll hear for this symbol. So you've got your units, tens, and hundreds. Let's start. 8, take away 9. We can't do that. We've not got enough. So we have to go to our neighbour and borrow one from here. So this 6 becomes a 5. And the one we've borrowed turns this 8 into an 18. Now what we've got is 18, take away 9 is 9. Moving on to the tens column, 5, take away nothing here. So 5, take away nothing is 5. 4, take away nothing is 4. So our answer is 459. A quick note on the side, 468 take away 10. So I look at the tens column and subtract 1 from here, so it becomes 458. But I've taken 1 extra away. Instead of taking 9 away, I've taken 10 away, so I have to give 1 back. So I will end up with 459 as before. So this is how some children will remember how to do this. Whichever way, as long as you get this answer, it's not a problem. Question 5 is something equals 936 add 285. So something equals 936 add 285. Now if you notice, it's flipped. Normally you see this on the left hand side and your answer box on the right hand side, but it doesn't make a difference. What we do exactly the same. We line them up carefully. So this is the units column, or the ones, tens, and then you have the hundreds here. 6 add 5 is 11. So we put the 1 here and carry the 1 into the next column. Now we move on to the tens column. 3 add 8. 3 add 8 is 11, plus the 1 that you've carried over is 12. So from the units, or the ones, we put the 2 here and we carry the 1 over to this column. 9 add 2 is 11. Add the 1 is 12. So we put the 2 here and we can carry the 1 straight over to the next column because there's nothing in this column for us to do. Now, the number is, remember what we said, these 3 represent 1,000. So we look at these, put them to the side and say 1,000. So it's 1,221. So you'll see it written like this, 1,000, 221.